2011 has seen its share of discontinued cars. To take a look back at some of the best and the worst, we turn to our car care expert, George Dunbrook. Okay, we won't even talk about the hat because I don't know what's going on with it. And apparently you don't either.
Well, you know what, though? It's a look I can get away with, okay? So anyway, let's talk about things that can't get away from, and that's the cars that we lost this year.
Okay.
I got a couple of lists here, and it's not just my list. I took this off the internet. God bless the internet. And I agree with a lot of these things. You know, you look at the Chrysler Sebring convertible. That's one of some of the worst cars that are going away. The Honda Element.
Before we begin, when you say worst, what do you base that on? Worst in terms of what?
Worst in just in reliability, worst in serviceability, worst in cost to maintain.
Okay.
All these things.
Okay.
And, you know, it's interesting because I looked at this list and I put this up there because I own two of these cars on the worst list.
Okay, let's put the list back up there.
Put the list back up.
The Chrysler Sebring. What was wrong with that?
Oh, it was underpowered. It was you know, the integrity of its hardware and things like that. It just wasn't a very reliable car. It was fun, maybe, but it wasn't practical.
Okay, so the Honda.
And the Honda Element, those little red toasters or the green toasters or whatever you see, people prefer the CRVs, so that's why the Element had to go away. They tried, but it really didn't catch on.
Okay, let's keep the list going.
The Chrysler PT Cruiser, that was the pie wagon they came up with. It was a retro look, and the reliability on that, from what car makers said, wasn't there. So they decided the numbers dropped, the sales numbers dropped. The Jeep Commander, the same thing. Jeep expanded into a lot of different platforms. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. The Commander's going away. The Pontiac G3 was a little underpowered, and Pontiac went away anyway. So, you know, that on both counts, the G3 gone away. Number 6, the Sebring sedan, which was
again, the Sebring.
The Sebring, that's the four-door version of the convertible.
Gotcha.
And same thing, it was just the reliability wasn't there. The Chevy Cobalt, that was kind of like the Cavalier of the Chevrolet line. They didn't like that. The new VW Beetle, that caught on, kind of plateaued.
I'm surprised about the Beetle.
They want the GTI now and the GLI.
Okay.
And the Hummer H3, a little, you know, just not the right thing. It lost numbers. And all Saabs just went away. The company went bad.
Which were your two cars that you had on the worst list?
The Sebring convertible and the Honda Element. I love those cars. Hey, it's not my list. You know, okay, I'm just telling people the way it is.
All right, what were the best cars?
The best cars, the Toyota Matrix. Why did they get rid of it? I don't know. I guess they're going to get to a new platform. The FJ Cruiser, that was a decent car, but I guess they're going to come out with another SUV that's got a little more punch.
Okay.
The Chevy Colorado pickup, with the mid-size pickups that Chevrolet had, and also the Ford Ranger, the same thing. Small pickups that they got rid of. For what reasons? I'm not sure, but we're going to say goodbye to them.
Okay, Volkswagen?
The Volkswagen GLI, they're going to make a different GTI platform or something a little more sporty than that.
Okay, we're running out of time. The Solstice?
The Solstice was a little two-seater, great car, but Pontiac hung up they hung up their jacket. The G8 sedan is the same thing. No more Pontiac, no more G8. The Mercury Sable, they kept the Taurus, but they got rid of the Sable. You know, they lost the Crown Vic this year. It's really a sad thing to watch these cars going, but it's like watching, you know, watching the Corvair go away.
And the Lexus? The
Lexus, that was a little luxury sedan. It's, you know, I had to put a little luxury in there because, you know, sometimes you like to see those things, but you don't like to see them go.
Okay, George, it's been a pleasure. Happy New Year, all that. We'll see you in the next
Happy holiday. And
year.
those boots, I'll tell you, they're great.
We want to hear from you, not about the boots. But if you have any questions or comments about our segments, just send us an email at live@noon@wnoit.com. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter.